He said, meet for few days, just take it easy. I said, no, I have something important. So he asked me to come to his home. So, he drives me to his home and we go to a restaurant to discuss. And I said everything, including Satya Sai Baba. He doesn't know who is Satya Sai Baba. So that is my teacher. He told me this and all things. So what do I do? So he's my boss. And he said, if I were you, I would take that job. So in a very, very friendly manner, more than I expected, Swami arranged it for depart from my old company. In my life, I only worked for 2 companies. Third company is Baba. So I came back and I went to Puttaparthi. I was there. I went to Puttaparthi. That first time I went to Puttaparthi. Brother Hira took me directly to Swami. My first interview with myself, Brother Hira and Swami, separately in a zone. Few things I said I don't know, and Swami said so many things. One of the things he said is, you stay there forever. He said, Swami, this is not 40 hours, so 1 hour, 1 year, 2 year contract, we agree. And that's how it happened. Every year, he asks me, they tell me this contract is over. Every November I go Puttaparthi. Every November I get an interview. Swami says, you stay there. A lot of things we talk, and here now we do that. So that's how 9 years in stuff. I spent nine more years, which I'm not expecting. At the end of the 9 years, 8 years passed, 9 years passed, 9th year. That year, Swami said, you come back to Bharat, India. And I was at the top of my profession at the time. I was, so I was surprised, but I don't know. I said, okay, let me try, because I can always get a job. This is no problem. So let me see what Swami is saying. I went back to India. I went to Puttaparthi. As we all experienced, he won't even look at you, as Chandraji said. 3 months, 4 months passed. And Swami said, suddenly he was on the darshan line. He said, you are here? Yes, Swami. Swami, what do I do in Puttaparthi? You are useless, you can't do anything in Puttaparthi, he said. I asked Swami, what do I do? And you won't even, just walking. You can't hear like just 1 second, And they said, go to Hyderabad, he said. Swami, Hyderabad, because in my younger days, we are hearing so many horrible stories about Hindu-Muslim fight. In our mental frame, Hyderabad is not the place we want to live. We are close to Chennai. Bangalore is the preferred places. If no Puttaparthi. Puttaparthi, he said, is not for you, he said. That much he clarified. Then where is the place? He said, go to Hyderabad. Swami, Hyderabad. Why Hyderabad, Swami? I don't want to go. Adi Manavurra, he said. As if the whole universe is his. He said, this is our place. Since then, we never looked back. We went to Hyderabad not knowing what we were getting into. Today, Hyderabad is a Prashanthi Nilayam for us because we were able to have so many opportunities, and we can go on all the things Swami said, and it's similar to all of you, what experiences you have. But I would pick up few things what has happened. And as we grow older, not only we get wiser, and we become more responsible, in my opinion, to Swami. Because our life has been commitment to our profession, commitment to our families. But we are at a stage of this point where we need to do more for Swami. That's the message we got today. Without ego, that says. Definitely, most of us, in my opinion, learn not to be ego because we learned. Look at Ravi, look at Rampala, many of the people, I don't know the names. All of you I know, but like Ravi said, decades ago I left Chicago, so I may not even remember, since you don't remember my name, like that. But few things that happened in my life, I would like to share this very unique things, because karma, how does it function? From Chicago, after involving in Shiva Temple and all things, I left to Korea and came back. Then we decided we want to go to a warmer place. Of all the places, we found Houston, Texas better. We moved there. And in Houston, of course, we were immediately welcomed by Satsai families, both because of our age as well as our experience with Swami. Several experiences, and some of them very nice. And that's if I say Chicago, my counterparts, it's an aged society. The advantage in Houston we found is the younger society. So we can stay home, order things around, everything will be done. So all young Sai devotees are there versus what we have here. So as we do, then I started, Swami used to tell about 15 years ago, I started Rudram Group. So when I started Rudram Group, we 25 families, so we put a library. Every month, once in a house, we have to have a meeting. So 25 and new people are invited. It is not a socialization function. It should be for Swami's function. And I conduct it myself because in the sojourn of my life, Swami has created some lingams, some of the things that we do every day Rudravashekam. So it is easy, and they also follow the instructions because they're all so much fond of Swami, and he's this one, and they feel Swami is guiding them through me, which is I also enjoy because we have to encourage them. They do a lot of work. In doing so, in ours, this one, like you do here, you get all the people contribute, bring some food. In my case, I didn't want to do that because I'm economically a little bit better off. Why should I bother my sisters and brothers to do things? So we have a regional coordinator, Vinod Patel, probably you know him. And he told me there is a Gujarati restaurant called Bhojan. So if I have 100 people, they will give me nice food. And that's all going on. About 6-7 years it went on like that. We had a lot of activities. I go to Puttaparthi, we have many things. So many activities. But what is important here is, I want to share. One day, Vinod Bhai, I was in Hyderabad, Navraz, called me. Shankarji, I want to inform you something. The Bhojan restaurant caught fire. Everything is down to ashes. But the problem is there are two firemen, one cop. They died in this one. It bothered me, They've been given food. And the second thing is, what happened to the owner of it? So they got insurance money, they're planning to open another restaurant. It really bothered me because the owners are okay, they got their money. And then one fire worker, 2 cops died in that incident trying to protect their property. It was very bothering for me. So I asked him, can you find out, is there any way we can help that families? It's what Swami will do. And then he told me, one person is a contract person you want to get, but two people are very covered by their pension scheme or whatever it is. They are okay, their families are okay. But I still asked her, but nothing happened. When I went back to Houston, I prayed to Swami. Swami, these people give life for somebody they don't know. The people who got the benefit, they're okay. They're back to their business. But why these people have to share their life for the sake of this protection of this property, line of duty, like our soldiers, So I have to do something for them. But how do I do it? I didn't know, I have no idea. So Swami said, you chant Rudram. How do I go chant Rudram? Rudram is, Swami said, by the way, you say, you ask me, Chandraban can talk directly to Swami. For me, I must say, how do I talk to Swami? Every time, 100% came true, whatever he said, is I made a challenge to Hira. You are a central coordinator. You go to Puttaparthi. Swami guaranteedly sees you. How about people like me? At least we have Padanamaskar. How come? So why do you want to go to Puttaparthi? He said. And why I'm deviating a little bit. Why? Because. So Swami, he said, let Swami come to your house, he said. How can Swami come to my house, Like Chandraji's physical presence. But he said, no, he can come. Yeah? How? He said, you do Suprabhatam every day. Swami will come. Wherever Suprabhatam is, like a million houses, he will show. But one condition, got to be same time. You do 5 o'clock today, tomorrow 6 o'clock. No. Because if you're doing 5 o'clock, Swami is there 4:50. Guaranteed, he said. Would you believe that? I won't believe it. I said, okay, let me see. Me and Raji, my wife Raji sitting there. We started Suprabhatam. 1 year gone. I told you, every birthday, I was so fortunate. Swami used to give interviews because of Hira. Because wherever Hira go, we talk only, not personal things. We talk about organization because we used to coordinate 5 countries, 6 countries actually, including Malaysia, Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, China, Taiwan, 5 countries, and we have close relationship with Brother Jagat in Malaysia. So what happened when we did it, and we go to Swami, we talk about all the things what we need to do. In that process, I took a picture of my mandir, okay, and I want to show Swami how our mandir was. Okay, first time, I have no idea what to do with Swami, no experience and all things. I asked Brother, show it to him, what is there? There are 2 things that happened there. When I took the picture, Swami said, I was holding a lamp, Swami sitting in the chair in the interior room, I'm on the down, sitting down. And of course, he let me sit next to him. I was holding. So before I show Swami, it's in my lap in a cover. So after everybody goes, usually Swami, what he does is, few people he calls, and after they go, he talks to us separately. We are the last people in the house. So here I am sitting, I am sitting. I was going to take this photo of Swami. I want to show a photo. No, don't worry. That's a mandir photo, he said. Swami, how? I come every day there, he said. So what I do is, and that type of, second thing is, I'm also a little lazy person. Usually there is 2 clocks we maintain in the temple, in the mandir, outside. I never noticed, but usually little bit 2 minutes difference is there. So 2 minutes difference, my mandir clock is slower than the actual time. So I get extra 2 minutes to be prompt on time. See, discipline of time, Swami says. Suddenly, Swami said, "Hey, you have a watch?" "Yes, Swami, I have a watch." "What is the time?" "Swami, it's 7 o'clock in the morning." "Wrong time," he said. "Wrong time." Then he said, like this. And there is a watch with golden strap was going around. And the thing is, I come from Korea through Singapore. Singapore, and we have about 4 or 5 hours time before I catch a flight to India, I just happened to buy a new watch there. Nice watch I found Singapore at work. So when I select the watch, the fellow goes and adjusts time and gives it to you. That's what happens. So Swami said, "Wrong, time is wrong," and created a watch for me. That was 6:58. It's first of all 7 o'clock. He said it's wrong, and he gave me another watch. It shows 6:58. So 2 minutes. So I didn't know. Then it struck me, because he adjusted the watch, so I'm right on the Suprabhata, right time. So if you go to Satsang organizations, outside Satsang organizations, any of the NGOs, one thing for sure they talk about Satsang organization, the discipline, the time. Swami likes that because that's a name for him. So we all follow. We are very fortunate to do this. So why I deviated is, I'm back to our police story. So I went in Suprabhatam. I asked Swami, I have to do. What do I do? I don't know how to do it. It's a beautiful story. I would like to share. Actually, Brother Krishna told me you should share this. So I went outside my office, my house. There a cop's car passing by. And I stopped the car. So it's a lady cop. She asked me, "What's the problem, sir?" I said, "There is no problem. I have a question for you." So she asked me, "What do you want?" I said, "I have this feeling you people are protecting our lives, our properties, but sometimes you get into trouble. I want to do something to you, for you, to help you." And these people, the officer said, "What kind of help you can give?" I said, "I don't know. Would you like to come have a coffee in our house? Something." She said, "Okay." She came in. Perfectly stranger. And came in. Raji made a nice coffee, gave some snacks. She was enjoying. She's talking about the hospital. I said, "This is what happened in this hotel, the restaurant, and I'm very agitated about it. I want to do something back to the police to protect. What can you do?" I said, "We have our teacher." She saw Baba's picture. "Who is he?" she asked me. And she is our teacher, our God, we believe, like you for Jesus Christ. And he gives us the benefit. He tells me we have to chant Rudra. Why Rudra, she said. See, she doesn't know anything about Rudra. I said, "This is a protective armor for you, invisible protective armor." So I had to cook up some story. I said, in a situation, that fellow has a gun, you have a gun. Who draws first? In Western movies, whoever draws first, he will win. So before him, you will control that. She liked it. She said, "I will talk to my superintendent." Superintendent looked like a Gatotkaja, big guy, Afro-American guy. We live in a city called Sugarland. about 300,000 population. He is in control. Main this one. She said, okay, I'll talk to him, I'll give an appointment. If I go there, they won't allow me inside. So he has a huge office, half the size of the hall. I went there. So what do you want, sir? She said, I want to do something like this. He said, it's impossible. What are you talking about? I said, please, do come for a lunch. No, I don't have time, he says. Can you have a lunch time? Can I arrange a lunch for you? He said, okay. So he said that officer, bring as many officers you want. So he happened to get 10 officers. So we went for a lunch of their choice. Olive Garden, Italian restaurant. We have salad and they do it. The question was, now what do you want to do? I said, we feel this and I want to have Rudram chanting. What is Rudram chanting? Again I explained. This will give you invisible armor to you in a situation where you have to face something to protect us. Then he said, how do I believe you? I don't know how to make him understand. Suddenly I said, Swami came. The answer is, sir, do you do lie detector test? Oh, day in, day out we do, get a lot of people convicted. I said, when you do that, how do you do that? There's an energy going to the brain and another energy is coming out and that's giving you certain readings and you are using that to prove this. Yes, he said. Can you see that energy? No. Okay. Same thing here. Oh, that's very nice. So I said, I will arrange in a 5-star hotel because if I do something around this one, is it okay? Do you really believe that? He asked me. I said, I strongly believe and I want to do it for you. Okay? Then he said, then it's okay. Why 5-star hotel? We train our officers in a big training hall. Why don't you use that training? I said, okay, sir, whatever you want to do, it's easy, you know. Big training facility, in police training facility, in a big police, it's not a police station, it's a police headquarters. I said, okay. Then I said, Swami, how to do your picture? Because I remembered my answer in Hindu temple when Majumdar asked to put the picture. He won't agree with the picture, you know. So I said, I want to put Baba's picture. He said, why? We cannot allow you. We are not, as a government, we only have United States President's picture and our governor's picture. We cannot have any other picture, he said. But I would strongly recommend to have a picture. He said, why? Again, energy, I said. If I do something, some energy comes that will go to Baba's picture, it multiplies the energy. Oh, then we will do. So we can put it. Then he said, I asked him, I will have some volunteers to decorate and all the things. Is it okay with you? He said, why do you need volunteers? We have our police officers. We'll assign police officers for you. So he assigned police officers to help us, to bring flowers, all the things to decorate. The third thing is the main problem for me. One is, we don't serve non-vegetarian food. We have to give lunch for them. So I said, sir, we have a non-vegetarian food. We think it's detrimental because it's a negative energy. When you are giving your positive energy, it's detrimental. Is it okay? No way. He said, all our officers love non-vegetarian. Without that, they cannot put a beat. Then I said, please do try. We'll make this, you won't even know. And then I told them, because we travel a lot in Taiwan, Malaysia, and all the things. Some of you travel those countries, you will see Buddhist restaurants. Buddhist restaurants will have hamburger, Whopper, all kind of things that you do. Everything made out of soybean. So I told them, we'll make it. So we had a food, and we were all suited up, and all our group came. We had a harmonium like Rambana, and people came. The audience are all police officers with guns in there. This one, somebody has big guns before us. Very unique experience for us. And we did Rudram, 4 Anuvakams. They gave us 10 minutes they gave us. And then lunch as we said. Everyone, we stopped it because we did 4 Anuvakams. And asked him this one, sir, all the officers are in here. It's around 11 o'clock. Nobody on the street. They had to go back to street because their job is to protect this one, a lot of things. So please allow us to go back, have lunch. So we give 5 minutes they have questions. The only question they had was, it's a phenomenal, they said. Every officer, assistant superintendent, vice captain, captain, everybody came to us. So we never heard anything like this. They feel very happy. Only sound energy. That's how Vedas came. Even Vyasa didn't know what it is. He has to depend on our little Ganesha to write it down for us. So everything came. So they said, only one question they asked. We sing music, we sing operas, but everything has to have musical notes. How come you are able to say everything without saying any book? So that is the beauty, sir. And we practice on memorization techniques. We are from childhood, we taught like that. And everything's based on our memory. And we memorize everything. And our Vedas, 4 Vedas are there. I told them, they don't know anything about Vedas, but at least one Veda, it takes about 38 hours to recite. And the 38 hours, they will memorize. They won't see the books. That's a greatness that we've been taught. They were all appreciated. And Brahmarpanam said, food is being served. Each of them enjoyed the food. What food we made? We made it all with soya beans, similar food, lasagna type of things. They really enjoyed. The superintendent came back to me and he said, everything is very nice, thank you very much. But he said, this is the first shift. Second shift start in another hour. Can we do second shift also? So we said, okay, sir, it's all police. So second shift came and we did everything. And since then, police was very close to us, such an organization. And one thing he said, how long were there, sir? Then I told them, I stay 6 months in India and this one. And immediately called another officer, senior vice captain. Mr. Shankar is out of country for 6 months, it seems. Put a special beat on his house, so nobody comes. So whether we don't, it doesn't matter. So it was a very wonderful, unique opportunity that Swami gave. Even that officer once in a while visits us, and we are planning to, because COVID, this happened in around 2017-18, we didn't do it. We want to do again with Swami's grace, something like that. This is a very unique experience I thought I will share with you. The second experience I want to share, this is unique because you have similar experiences or more experience than me in Swami's miracles to prove he's God. And you already know I don't need to do anything to share this thing. But some special things happen in my life. When I was in Korea, my group, 450 families, American families, we had, including Americans, Indian, there are only hardly 8 Indian families. They used to tell me about Bali. We must go to Bali. He said, we are not type of Bali people, no. Because we didn't know Bali is Hinduism, all the things, those days, back in 90s, early 90s. And they said, we'll go to Bali as a together, as a vacation. I refused to go because Bali is nothing, you go to beach and lay down, lazy, the type of opinion I had. So we didn't go at the time. And we came back and we had one Dr. Sitaram from Japan, Sai Center. He is the director of Asian Development Bank and he is very active in schools. He was the regional coordinator for Satsai EHV, working with Dr. Jumsai. All those people, they know me and I know them. So he used to be in different countries. For example, Singapore, he was in Taiwan, he was in Malaysia, he was on job, 2-3 hours. And every time he calls us to visit him, we never able to make it because whatever reason. But one country, he was with the ADB headquarters in Philippines. He asked me, finally we made it to Manila, myself and Rajiv. They were all very happy. Such an organization, wonderful such an organization there. They invited me. And we are like this. Suddenly he told, why don't you go to Bali? He said. I went to Bali. We conducted such a EHV conference there for the region. It's a beautiful place. Wonderful devotees, he said. I said, Bali, I don't have a good opinion about it. No, you're wrong, he said. Immediately called the center president, the Indonesian. His name is Vyasa. He called and put me on phone. He said, sir, please do come, visit Bali. I said, okay, let me see. The beautiful, I have traveled so many countries, that's why organizations also, I think their devotion is unmatched. I mean, they're beautiful because none of them come to Puttaparthi or nor they have seen Baba. But the devotion is very high. So I went there, they came in a group, like Hawaii, they put mana and all the things, except they didn't dance. And we came, and they took me to, they are very cordial. They want me to stay in their houses rather than hotel. Very fortunate. So what happened, and they were showing me beautiful Shiva temples, but no Shiva Linga or anything there. They told me so many temples. If you see Bali, our sister recently went, even visited my house, Delabada house. So they took me to I told you we have a big Dharam in Houston. So I went there, he said a Shiva temple, beautiful ocean, top of this. It's called Bulwatu temple. The reason visited is my sister, Radha. The Bulwatu temple, beautiful temple. You go up, very serene atmosphere. I went to the temple. Temple gate is closed. I said, no, I cannot go into the temple. I said, I came up all this way, the top of the hill. How come I cannot go to the temple? Because you are a foreigner, you are not allowed. I said, Swami, what is this? Give me a darshan. He said, see, we are so used, even if you have to sleep, we are called Swami, So we don't even know when to call Swami, when not to call Swami, because we are so used to it. So I said, Swami, what is this? And Swami said, you have to do homam, Rudra homam, Ganapati homam inside. I said, I can't go in. How do I do Rudra homam? Of course, I'm capable of doing it because I learned all those processes in the sojourn. This man said, sir, what are you talking? You can't go in, how can you do all these things? I said, okay, give up. I came back, came down the hill, go to the parking lot, go to the car, and one another Balinese coming. I mean, they both talk in Balinese, we don't understand. Suddenly he touched my feet. I don't know why he did. And he said, "Sir, tomorrow is my 40th birthday. Why don't you come to my house and perform the Rudravishekam?" Then I said, "We will do it. But the thing is, better if you do in Pradosham evening upstairs in the Swami's place. A Ganapati Homam, Rudra Homam is more, because that's how we celebrate birthdays. Is there any way we can do it?" "Oh, definitely we can do it," he said. I said, "This man is saying, my friend is saying, I can't even enter this. How come you say, I'm the priest there," he said. So what is the coincidence, you see, Swami's meeting? And he arranged. And I did Rudravishekam, Rudra Homam, evening then. So I have to have Homakundam, I have to have Srikasravam, I need all these things, that needed for minimum things. How do I get it? How do I tell him? Because we don't know Balinese, English, Sanskrit, I can say, if they're Homakundam, I don't know whether he understands. Everything they vetted. This is a beautiful thing about our cell phones, He said, just this. He showed everything, okay, everything arranged in no time. They had everything. And evening I went, assuming they may not know much about Rudram and all the things, assuming. And I went there, they have 4 priests it seems. 4 of them sitting, Homakundam is there, 4 sides, they're sitting. I said, "Who are they?" "This man who is the priest. They're all our priests." "Oh, they can do?" "Yeah, they can do." "Okay." I will say, No, you have to, you are the head priest. So head priest means I have to have all this thing, the turban, all the things. They brought everything for me. They put on me. So I said, okay, the ego also came, oh, I'm a head priest, I never been head priest before. So I went there, I sat there, I took my book, Mantrapushpam book, because in Rudram you have to say Swaha. So Abhishekam, no problem, we go like a Vande Bharat Express, But here I had to stop, correct place, to Swaha. I was looking, I'm taking a book, I'm reading I've been doing in and out Rudram. I was shocked to see all these poor people without book, they are at my speed and they're doing Rudram. And I asked him, how do you know? They're reading Devanagari script. Oh, we're all Satsai Guru. First thing we learn is the Rudram. Balinese, I took me off. So suddenly I got another invitation to do something with the Brahmins there. The Brahmin is not by birth. They are elevated to Brahminship, a process, phenomenal process. They take Atma, they say, put it in a glass and make a Brahmin and put the Atma back. Very interesting. Anyway, so what happened? They asked me, you must keep coming. And I saw there are 45 centers beautifully decorated. Recently, Radha also said, she went, and in Balinese they thought, what a beautiful power, the way they sing, all the things, So I saw about 10 or 15, they arranged for me to visit centers and speak also. Arranged as translator. In that, they requested me, why don't you keep coming? So I ended up, why not? That's a nice place for Swami, So I ended up building a house there. Okay? Whether I did it correctly or not, the Swami's place, if you see my house there, whoever comes to Hyderabad, Bali, you're invited to our house. We have a beautiful mandir and totally different in the Balinese style. I have to say something also. When we were in Korea, we didn't have any Baba's picture. We had only pocket picture. So we gave it to an artist, give a Papa's picture starting with the two hands, and the artist drew. First thing comment Hira made when he saw the picture, Baba looks like a Korean. It's the picture. Similarly there, the Balinese style is beautiful for Baba. So I happened to this. So this deals to, so many things happened in Bali also. This happened in 2019. 2 years I didn't go. And 22 I went, 23 last December I was there in my house. Second unique experience I have, but so many experiences which is common to most of us. The second experience is, I was going to Bali in December. I went to Puttaparthi, Ratnakara. We are planning to do something in Puttaparthi for Bhadrachalam, because Ayodhya was Balarama. Bhadrachalam is Lord Sitaram. Kalyanam is very famous. I happened to do it 22nd in Baba's Kalyana Mandapam, which is about 1,500 capacity. Never full, because this is rented as a wedding place. 700 people used to come. So I was thinking of doing it. The chairman of the Kalyana Mandapam called me and he said, why don't you do it here? So anyway, it happened, and 3,000 people came. So it's flowing. Capacity is 1,500. So in that case, what happened is I was thinking to do something in Puttaparthi also. So 1 lakh people will see. Readily, Ratnakara agreed, we must do it here. So in that connection, I was thinking, I was talking to Viswa Hindu Parishad. Why? Because they came to me about conversions. They do what is a program called Ghar Wapasi program. As you know, in India, we are faced with some difficulties, which is because of the foreign flow. Conversions are at the peak. And we have done another small things we have done. So I'm involved with them, and they come and support them financially. So they told me how they do it. And then here I go to Bali. Suddenly I get a request. What request I get? The Sukarno's daughter, they're all this one. It was a big thing. At the age of 72, she converted to Hinduism. So lots of Muslims of Indonesia, especially the poorer part of Indonesia, which is Java, they want to convert to Hinduism. But it's cost prohibitive. The way they do it in Bali or other things, the high priests, they have to fly to various places. It costs about anywhere between $2,500 to $5,000 per event, which a lot of people cannot afford. So they approached me in this small village of Java. There are 85 families, they want to convert to Hinduism. Can you help? I said, I cannot say no, because probably Swami sent it, but I never did it. How do I do it? Right? See, connections. VHP Vice President, National Vice President came to me for VHP just before I came to Bali, because he is doing Ghar Wapasi, and for financial support they came, which we did. So freshly when I called him, how do you do Ghar Wapasi? How do you convert these people, Muslims to Hindus? He said, it's not very easy. What we do, collect all the families, we do Ganesh Puja, Gayatri Homa, and give him a picture of Baba, picture of Swami, Rama, Krishna, or whatever it is. And we give them food. We also coordinate with them, and so that they stay in Hinduism if they have any difficulties from families, because there's a lot of peer pressure, fellow Muslims. So we do that, and we are very successful in this, he said. So I called, this is what we said. So immediately what happened, then I said, we ordered Rama pictures, Pattavirama, because, I always feel in Chicago we did wrong, because we did Kodandarama with this bow and arrow. He's always at war. That's what is happening. Our temple here, everybody wants positions. And I did wrong. It should be Pattavirama, like you should sit there and bless. So I ordered Pattavirama pictures, about 200 of them. Everybody wants them. And ordered t-shirts. And of course, they arranged. So we flew to Java. It took us, flying and driving time, about 6 hours to get there. But so nice people, all villages. What they talk, I don't understand what I talk, they don't understand. But Swami says language of heart. That's exactly true. They were so affectionate. And we went, they don't know, right? And amazing, they arranged a Homakonda before God. They have a Shiva temple there. And Shiva temple, no lingam. Nothing is there, it's only a temple. So I asked her what happened to all the deities. They are thrown into the ocean because there's so many wars and so many things on the temples like we have in India. So anyway, but still they do things. So they arranged everything. I went there and then I added something. I ate Satsasai Gayatri also. Gayatri Mantra. And they don't know. And because Satsasai Gayatri, because half of them are Satsasai devotees, even villages. So it was very wonderful. And we did it. And after doing, and I gave them mantras, either Gayatri Mantra, Namo Narayanaya, or Sai Ram. Okay? And I said, if you are a Hindu, at least 3 times you do this. And they were all very happy. With children, everybody, they were asking questions. There was a question and answer session. This is another very good, unique experience for me, and which put me into more responsibility, because now after I go back to India, there is one big program is Sita Kalyanam in Puttaparthi, and we are also pushing for Swami's 100th year celebration, starting with Atirudram, Swami's Atirudram. There is no thing happen. And I was fortunate one time, I was sitting with Swami Samadhi, the Sringeri Jagat Gurus, Purva parents were sitting there, their Kupa families. We know Kupa Bairagi Sastri is very highest Vedic Pandit respected by Swami, lot of activities. Their families are all devoted to Swami, and one of the members of the family became a Jagat Guru of Sringeri. So they invited me to Sringeri. So with Swami's grace, that happened 2018. I don't know anything about Sringeri. I went to Sringeri and I did a lot of activities, charity activities, for especially in Vedas. And it so happened that of my knowledge, last November, the Sringeri has conferred me a title, Dharmika Pravara, which is Swami's this one. But what happened is, that has Ratnakarji called me, and we must do with Sringeri something here in Puttaparthi. So Sringeri is authentic in my opinion. He also, yes, he feels, is in Sanatana Dharma. I mean, there are so many people, so many do commercial purposes, all kind of things. But purely for purpose of contribution to the nation, like our leaders Modi or Yogi, it's an opportunity for us. All these opportunities for me because of Swami is coming. And they think you're very devoted to Swami. I have no idea. But they do feel that way. And even if I go to Sringeri, Swamiji's, I have direct access. But they do believe my first loyalties to Bhagavan Sat Sai Baba. They do recognize that. Normally, usually doesn't happen. Why? How do I know? Because they did ask me about my opinion on Muddanahalli. Because Muddanahalli invited Jagat Gurus. I was requesting Ratnakar Garu also, Jagat Gurus should come here because it's Adi Shankara established Sringeri now. Many of you, if you have opportunity, must visit Sringeri because the seat of Sanatana Dharma, and we can continue to be Puttaparipur. Of course, Sai is our Lord. So he asked me, Jagadguru asked me, what do you think about it? I said, I have no idea, but I heard a lot of stories. They do a lot of good work. They do colleges, they do things. The person, he himself declares as Sai Baba. Okay, it is as bad as or well different as if I'm a follower of a Jagat Guru, Sringeri Jagat Guru, if I go declare myself, I am the Jagat Guru, it's as good as this. So that aspect, okay, there is no replacement of Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba in a physical form. Cosmic form, people feel, but physical form, no. And that's what they're doing. Most of us, we don't agree with it, And he said, yes, he accepted that. Unless they think I'm Satsai devotee, they won't ask me that question. Yes, of course, we can't say Satsai devotee unless Swami says. So these are the unique experiences we had, and several such experiences. I think my time is up, and we request our dear sister from UK, London, to speak. Right? Ravi, what do you say? Right? Sai-Ram. Anything you want to ask? Any questions or anything?
Sai-Ram.
Sai-Ram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.